Hi, I'm Sproins. Welcome back to FTB Beyond. Last time we got a little bit of mana automation going, and since then I've done a few miscellaneous things. For one, you can see I'm obviously wearing mana steel armor. I've also done a few little miscellaneous craftings like Megatorch, for example, and a Super XP frame, stuff like that. I made a morphing tool and I combined it with the Botania Wand to Forest and Thermal Foundation Crescent Hammer. Those were the only two that I had. But let's go over here and check this out. So this is still working completely fine. You can see everything is still completely full. And I made a mana distributor just so we can store even more mana. So that's doing its thing. And I think it's going to be fine for now. We'll just let it run. We're probably going to stay away from Botania for at least for today's episode. Today what I want to do is kind of get into expanding our tech and maybe doing something with this power to automate collecting resources. So yeah, let me actually see. I think what I want to do is get into the environmental tech ore miner. So ore miner. Actually, let's do at environmental tech. Alright, so it looks like it's giving me all the tier 1. I think, can we do tier 2? I don't know if I have enough diamonds. So we need a bunch of these structure blocks, and I have the manual somewhere. It tells you the exact number. Ooh, do we need, I think we might need mica, because we need a modifier core. Where is the modifier core? I know it's white. Modifier core? Modifier core. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Modifier core. Okay, it doesn't need the mica or mica or whatever you want to call it for the regular. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can actually craft up all of the tier 2 structures, and hopefully I'll be able to power it. So that, and then we'll see if we can hook it up to the system. I'm also going to have to craft one of those, what are they called? Capacitor bank. And basic. It's pretty simple. What's the next tier up? Just a regular capacitor bank, and that takes energetic alloy. We're going to need an alloy smelter, and we should be able to make this. I'm actually going to see if I can make the regular capacitor bank, the step above. Basic and vibrant, maybe we'll look at crafting that a little bit later. But yeah, let me gather a few resources and we can get started. Alright, a bit of time has passed, and unfortunately I don't have everything I need to craft the tier 2 controller because it takes more diamonds than I originally thought. But I should be able to make the tier 1. And I made everything else that's required to make like the tier 2 structure. But if I understand this correctly, we can use these tier 2 structure blocks, but we won't get the same benefit as we would if we had a tier 2 structure and a tier 2 controller. So yeah, it's okay. We just need something to get us started here. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of this stuff. And let's see what kind of size requirement. So void ore miner size requirement. Since we are making the tier 1, we will need a 7 by 4 by 7. And I believe that 1, 2, 3, 4 includes the controller. So we'll just put that right there. And then we'll get rid of this dirt. Alright, and I did dig down to bedrock down there because it requires, the laser requires being able to see bedrock. So we'll just right click and it should build itself. And is it complete? Is that it? It looks like that's wrong. So I tried to use dirt for some reason, but I think that's it. Let's see. Alright, structure multi-block assembly complete. That's good. So now we need to provide it with power, and I really hope that this will be enough. I made a second culinary generator. So again, this is round robining the toast into this dropper for the mana, and now into both these culinary generators. So what we want to do is run energy into this. We'll just do it like so. And this has a max input of 5,000. So right now, these two working together, and it is going to drop a little bit when it, yeah, it's going to take a little while to fill this up. So we have to fill up this buffer, we have to fill up this buffer, and this buffer, all while also running power into this guy. Let's just go ahead and we can do something like this. Just run cables this way. And I really don't know what the energy requirements are of this thing. Hopefully it's not too insane. This is getting power. And it is, you can see it's turning on and then it's quickly turning off. And I think that's going to be an issue until this gets fully charged and these all fill back up. I might actually have to make more culinary generators. I don't think the toast is going to be an issue, but I do think that how quickly they generate power could potentially be an issue. So let's see if I start putting, yeah, if I put a chest on here, then it will actually start running and start draining energy. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit, but this is the basic setup, and this will automatically mine ores for us. Alright, a little bit more time has passed, and I've made a few more changes. First of all, I've expanded the culinary generator setup, and I also went ahead and decided to just go ahead and mine out the diamonds and convert this into a tier 2. I did some testing. A tier 1 requires something like 800 RF per tick, and this entire setup produces something like 400, a little over 400, because a tier 2 requires 400 RF. So yeah, we're able to maintain this, and as you can see, this is on, it's working. These are filling up, and this is staying completely full, and we're never going to run out of toast ever. But yeah, I think this is good. So we're pretty much just using this entire system to not only power this, but we're also using some of the bread to go into the mana system. But this has been running for, I want to say like 4 minutes, almost 5, and this is what we have so far. So yeah, this is fine. This is exactly what I wanted, something we can sit and forget about. Don't have to worry about running out of power. This is just going to constantly be working. And we're also generating mana. Do I have my... I haven't checked this in a while. Alright, it's filling up pretty quickly. But yeah, so that's that. So let me think about what I want to get into next. I might do some work around here and maybe AFK a little bit and just let this fill up. Alright, so about 20 minutes later, let's check this out. Take a quick look here. So not bad, really. Tin, iron, copper, and we got aluminum. Looks like we're also getting zirconium ore at a very low rate, which is cool. We're also getting cobalt and ardite, so I should be able to craft cobalt and ardite and manulin level tools very soon, so that's cool. And I won't really have to go to the Nether to collect these ores. But yeah, that's not too bad, and we will focus on processing these maybe today, maybe not, I don't know. But I do want to look at the next thing is getting a jetpack. I think that'd be pretty cool, because I would really like flight. And let's just see here. I would really like to get a vibrant jetpack. It's overall not too bad. The problem is we need ender pearls. We need a lot of these ender pearls. I don't know if I showed the energetic alloy recipe yet, but there it is. So yeah, pretty much all of these things require ender pearls in the form of the vibrant alloy nugget. And I don't really think there's an easy way to get ender pearls besides just killing endermen at this point. So that's probably what I'll have to do. Now we could try to make the energetic jetpack first. I mean, we do need it. And that might make getting the vibrant jetpack even easier. So this is just pretty simple. Again, I don't know if I showed the recipe. You can just put coal in the sag mill to get the coal dust that you need. But yeah, pretty simple. Just electrical steel, machine chassis. This is all pretty basic stuff. honestly, just to get the energetic jetpack. So I think I might go ahead and just craft this off camera. I mean, pretty easy to craft, and then who knows? We'll take a look at how good the energetic jetpack is. But I definitely think that I want to try to get the Vibrant today if I can. So I will be right back. Hopefully I will have the energetic jetpack. Once again, some time has passed and I've done some crafting, and I thought it would be cool to kind of do this together so we can see the differences between these jetpacks. So there's the first one. Let's go over here and give it power. We're going to have to steal a little bit of power from this system, but it should be okay. Right, let's just let this fill up, and you can see fuel usage 32 RF per tick. And of course, as you also have to wear it as a chest plate. But let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, I had to look up what the hover mode button was, but turn hover mode on and we can fly up. And you can see we're not too fast, and we gently float down, and I think I might have to change a config to turn off the engine sound because I really don't like it. We are consuming fuel pretty quickly, but yeah, overall not so bad. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. So all you need to do is, oops, don't want to take that off. We want to do this. And we now have the electrical steel upgrade, so you can see flying a little bit faster now. Turn hover mode on, and I think we float down more slowly. So yeah, overall that's pretty good. Let's also fill this one up. This will probably take a little bit longer. Alright, so we'll grab this one, and it's equipped. So yeah, once again, not really too bad. Let me sleep and we can make the next tier. Alright, so we'll take off the jetpack and we'll put it in this recipe. And so this one uses 200 RF per tick, and the last one uses 450. But it does hold quite a bit, 4 million, and this one holds 20 million. But yeah, let's just see how this one does for right now. So yeah, we're much faster, and I better turn on hover mode so I don't die. And we drop very, very, very slowly. So turn on L, and L so we don't die. Alright, so that is that. It's looking pretty good, honestly. We can now fly. Oh, activating hover mode. So it does have the automatic hover mode enable in case we're about to die. Let's just test that out. Okay, that was a little scary, but I'm going to, I guess, charge this up. And there's one thing that I want to test. I want to see how this works with the hang glider. So let me grab that, and we will give this a test. All right, so this guy's full now. This should be filling back up slowly. So we have our jetpack on now. Let's go ahead and turn the hover mode. I guess we'll keep it off. And I got my hang glider. It is low on durability, but I think we can do something like this. If we go up in the air, activate the hang glider, and then we can turn the engine off, and that should save us on fuel. So right now we're not using any fuel, but we can still kind of glide around. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We might actually not even need the Vibrant Jetpack for right now. Hopefully we can get into all the things that I wanted to get into just using the energetic. But yeah, it's not perfect. It's not creative. There is creative type flight through actually additions. I could probably, I guess, hold on. Let me go up here. Yeah, I could probably tear this down now because I don't need it to get up here anymore. And I might also want to get the slime boots on just in case. I mean, there is the anti-death hover mode, but just in case I fall something like this. It won't kill me, but it could take down enough hearts to, like, if my health was low enough. Well, I don't really know how that all works, but yeah, the important thing is we now have a jetpack and we now have flight, so that's pretty cool. Awesome. Alright, one thing that I like to do once I get flight is explore a little bit in the Nether, and I was able to turn the uh, sound off for the jetpack. It's pretty simple, just a mod option that you can change through the menu. Anyway, let's head over here. Let's go ahead and turn on hover mode, and we'll just pop in, grab this, and pop out before those blazes can do any damage. And yeah, it's a good thing that I do have flight, because going 1,000 blocks in the Nether is never fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to explore around a little bit, see if I can collect some of these blaze spawners. And I brought a bunch of diamond chest transporters to do so, put them in a bag of holding so I don't have to worry about the negative effects that you get. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the spawners just yet, but they're good to have. So yeah, I'm just going to explore a little bit, collect, and we'll come back to the base and see if there's anything else that we can get into for this episode. So here's a cool thing that I found. This torch, I found it in a chest, and it prevents mobs from getting close to you, so that's pretty cool. It doesn't affect projectile attacks, so if these blazes shoot, yeah, I'm in danger. But thought I would at least show that. It's pretty interesting. And the recipe isn't too bad, but yeah, still pretty neat to just find one. Alright, one more quick thing to look at before we go here. So I made this monstrosity looking thing, and inside you can see it's just a zombie spawner. And down here I have a diamond spike, which is killing them, and I'm using a diamond spike because it gives you player kill only items. So yeah, it's been running for a little while. I was mostly looking for heads to maybe give you a hint of what we'll be doing in the next episode. But we're going to need a few heads to get into the mod that I want to get into. So anyway, I also have this XP vacuum here to collect experience if any of it drops. I'm not really sure. There's no way to interact with it, but just in case, I might have to put like a drum or something here so it can actually go into it. But yeah, so this is pretty much what I have, and I'm going to AFK here for a little bit. I'll most likely be tearing this down soon. But that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.